Hey guys, Mark Naven here, and I'm joined by Tony O from HiAchiever. How are you, Tony?
Excellent, Mark. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. So, Tony, tell us a little bit more about what you do with HiAchiever and how you're helping people.
Well, HiAchiever focus on improving productivity and employee engagement through physiological change, and that is my point of difference, because there's lots of people doing productivity improvements like processes and all that, but they focus on one thing, right? Maybe doing yoga or breathing or taking people to the park and running them through the exercise. I focus on physiological change through office mobility. So I try to transition people from sedentary behavior to mobility, so that metabolism, that improves metabolism, right? That's one thing, and cognitive availability, and that's where you get your productivity gains. Because if you, average sedentary person, average sedentary person can master like 3 hours of full cognitive availability a day. My program was designed as a system to improve this cognitive availability up to 8 hours. So like if you think about it, you can do potential.
So this is the sort of thing that we're talking about when, you know, a lot of people experience that sort of hump during the day where they're like they're drained because they've been sitting at the computers for so long, and what you're helping to achieve is that better productivity by the system, well, not the systems that you use, but by that movement and
it's a whole combination why you slump, because you're running out of metabolic energy, right? So how you gain this energy through actually through the movement, when you move, your brain wakes up, because if you imagine even when you stand up, your brain works very, very hard to keep you upright, right? And when you start walking, you're adding just a little bit more, but not that much. So like there's no much difference between having 10 kilometers run and 10 kilometers walk calorically. So you burn more or less the same calorie, just it's much faster to run 10 kilometers. So you do 10 kilometers, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. When you walk, it will be 1 hour to maybe 1.5 hours, depends how fast you walk, right? But the walking would be much more beneficial metabolically, because you're doing for a longer time. So in the office, if you mobile, if you move, you don't have to move much, but just keep your brain awakened, right? So you do that. Typically is equivalent to 10 kilometers walk or 10 kilometers run. So you can sustain 10 kilometers walk. It's much harder to sustain 10 kilometers run during the day, but mobility, it's easy.
It just happens over a long period of time. So what for your business, it sounds, I mean, really useful for a lot of other businesses to incorporate what you're teaching people there. What are you looking for to grow your business? How can people advocate for you?
Well, look, I'm looking for progressive companies, small to medium, 50 to maybe even 20 people to 200 people, right? With progressive CEOs, managers who are interested to double productivity. Who isn't, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the other thing is to improve our lives, quality of life of employees. So imagine if you can do your work within 3 hours, 8 hours work, then you can add maybe another 2 hours. That's a lot of productivity. And then you can still have 3 hours left, right? So smart business would say, okay, you know, we got enough, we double productivity, so we give people...
And look, there's a lot of companies out there that would be looking for, you know, obviously to increase productivity. And what you saying makes perfect sense. I mean, we've all sort of experienced that, where we get to that point where, and just need to get up and go for that walk and have that movement, and then we get that increased sort of energy. But I mean, it's not just getting up and going for a walk is what you're doing. There's much more to it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Otherwise,
well, it's
otherwise everyone could just get up and go for a walk. But it's a whole system.
Yeah, systematic approach to it. And it's not only that. It's a nutrition,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
It's a sleep.
Yes.
Yeah. So I teach people how to improve your nutrition. Doesn't mean that you have to abandon your things you love, but switching to circadian cycle. So you reserve your night for sleeping, and if you sleep, you want to give break to your system. Like your pancreas, your stomach, and all that.
Yeah.
So you refrain yourself from eating for your sleeping time, and then you have time to eat during the day. So what it does, it stabilizes your system, so your weight doesn't go up and down like a yo-yo, right?
So there's a whole range of, it's a holistic approach, which is fantastic. So what's and you sort of touched on it already and really said it, but I'll ask the question anyway. Is your point of difference, and I think you really did touch on it anyway. It's your business is around increasing productivity, and it's by the way that you're doing it. It's quite a unique sort of thing.
Yeah.
Is there other people out there doing a similar sort of thing to what you're doing?
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
I couldn't find anyone in the world.
Right. Well, there you go. It's quite unique.
Yeah, it is very unique, and I want, and it's very helpful for people because I focus on productivity and employee engagement rather than lose weight or other sort of like a single thing or mindfulness. Like there are some yoga teachers, they teach you mindfulness, but that's probably not enough.
So only just part, little bits.
Yeah.
So you need the whole.
Yeah, I connect, and I have a excessive knowledge of neurology. Understand the brain function for and connection to mobility. So I take advantage of that.
Yeah. Okay. And what are you hoping? Don't go out of the picture. What are your goals? What are you hoping to achieve? Whether it's in 3 months or a year or 5 years, what are you hoping to do?
This year I would like to get 2 to 3 customers. So I improve the product.
And we're talking about companies, aren't we?
Companies, that's correct.
Yeah.
So I'm working with a team of 10 to 20 people.
Okay.
All right, and because it's a teamwork, improve the teamwork and collaboration. Yeah. So that's a very important aspect of it. So people feel better, collaborate, they are open. Like stand-up meeting. If you stand up, you open your chest, and you don't have secrets with other people. Yeah? You can look at someone's face, right, and communicate rather than looking at your PDA and hiding things from other your great ideas. Yeah? Your great ideas are no good in your head. They have to be out. You got to share them. Yeah,
absolutely.
And so that's what it does. And like if you're sitting around the table, you are single person, single soldier. If you stand up and talk to people standing, you are the army fighting the same goal. Yeah, you can all work psychological.
Together. And I know that you're quite big on collaborating and working together with people, just like I am as well. So, great goal to have, and to get those 2 to 3 bigger clients coming on board.
And that will would help me not only kind of boost up my wallet, but also I'm working on online product. Yeah. Okay. So I can make it available, maybe interstate.
And make it to a larger audience.
Yeah. Because that's the idea. I like to share this idea and help people. Why? Like most of the people develop certain condition like diabetes, heart disease, early onset of dementia in 50s. So why do that? Yeah,
exactly. Look, exciting year ahead for you.
Absolutely.
And looking forward to seeing what's happening. So thanks for joining us, Tony.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it.
See you guys.